I hope you're not sick of open world gacha games. We have some good ones like Neverness to Everness and Project Mugen coming, and then we have some incredible looking ones like Azure Permelia. But none of them have quite the potential that an open world Nikke game would possess. And you know what I mean by potential. Nikke continues to rank in the top 10 highest grossing gacha games every single month, bringing in upwards of $10 to $40 million. Nikke is by far one of my favorite gacha games. I've been playing this for roughly 10 months straight at this juncture. I haven't missed logging in for a single day. I thoroughly enjoyed Stellar Blade. It had fantastic quality combat, incredible graphics, most importantly, gorgeous characters. Something that Shift Up has kind of become known for. Destiny Child, Nikke, Stellar Blade. In spite of becoming enthralled in both games, there's one thing I always wish that Shift Up would do: create an open world action gacha RPG. Something to truly rival the likes of Genshin Impact and more recently Wuthering Waves. Something that would blow all future competition out of the water. Something that would make every upcoming open world gacha game seem insignificant in comparison. Because let's be honest here, while Wuthering Waves has what is arguably the best 3D character models in the genre right now, Wuwa, Neverness, Mugen, Permelia, Genshin, they all lack a certain degree of culture that Shift Up has absolutely no problem focusing on. But that is all about to change. 2 hours ago, a thread was created over on Reddit titled Tencent have opened LinkedIn job postings for a potential Nikke open world game. And I know Shift Up is a Korean studio, Tencent is a Chinese studio. Why the hell is Tencent working on a Nikke game when Tencent could, for all intents and purposes, potentially censor it or turn it into a generic Chinese grinder? Honestly, I don't know. I guess they've just thrown an egregious amount of money at Shift Up. I'm hoping that Shift Up still have complete creative control and freedom over the game. And it is worth noting, while they did state Nikke open world game, this is probably not an open world game featuring Nikke. It's just an open world game that is set within the same universe or the same intellectual property or just adjacent to Nikke, kind of how Stellar Blade was. Looking at the first listing, Shift Up collaborates with 3D animation for an open world game. Responsibilities: for shaping the character of the main characters in the game according to the character settings, displaying the personality in various system environments, and reflecting the character's recognition and charm. Oh yeah, Nikke characters, Stellar Blade characters here full of charm. Use professional animation software and engines, Maya, Unreal Engine 5, etc. to create high quality character animations, which we know they are definitely capable of doing. Create vivid, smooth movements and expressions based on character design and game requirements. Okay. Familiar with the character animation production process, including binding, skinning, keyframe animation, and other technologies. Work closely with game planners and related artists to ensure the consistency and style of character animations in the game world. Optimize and tweak animations to improve gameplay and presentation. Solve technical problems and challenges in animation production to ensure projects are delivered on time. Schedule and control the shots and camera positions of action performances to achieve images that meet the needs of the plot. You know what they mean by that. They require 1.3 years or more of experience in community operation or content production. Those with overseas community operation experience are preferred. Passionate about ACG, must have experience in Nikke games, especially interested in the latest trends in Japanese pop culture, ACG, or related fields. Fluent in Japanese listening, speaking, reading, and writing, and can be used as a daily working language. Strong communication skills, good at communicating with users, good at communicating with coordinating resources, and have a strong sense of work responsibility. So evidently, you are required to have at least spent almost 1.5 years in Nikke, or have at least 1.5 years worth of experience with Nikke. You need to be passionate about action games and be pretty well versed in Japanese culture. Yeah, it sounds right up my alley. That was the first job listing, which dealt with the 3D animation for an open world game. Now, before we delve any deeper into this, I want to take a moment to thank my incredible patrons over on Patreon and my YouTube channel members who allow for me to continue to do dedicated videos like this every single day. You guys are phenomenal, and I can't thank you all enough for the support, and let's keep talking. This is the second job listing, which deals with a 2D open world game technical art. responsible for the formulation and implementation of effects and production plans related to the art of the two-dimensional project, develop and write with graphics to realize rendering characteristics and promote implementation, participate in the formulation of art process pipelines and optimize art resources, responsible for the writing and implementation of development tools and shaders to improve rendering quality, promote the formulation, implementation, and execution of technical specifications, conduct performance analysis and optimization, determine optimization plans, support the art and development teams. This is all, okay, this is all pretty basic. Let's check the requirements though. I think that's gonna be more important here. A bachelor's degree in art, design, graphics, or other related fields, 5 years worth of technical art experience, or so they're looking for people that have been doing this for a very long time. Experience in 1 to 2 complete two-dimensional PBR plus NPR game development is preferred. Proficient in cartoon rendering and production solutions for mainstream two-dimensional game art scenes, characters, special effects, etc. Proficient in 3D art content production tools. Have a certain understanding of two-dimensional animation, binding, lighting, performance. Okay, so this is all pretty basic stuff too. They basically, the TLDR here, or TLDW, is that they want people that have a lot of experience in several different areas. They want to make sure that you know what you're doing so they don't waste time and don't waste money. Makes sense. The final listing here is concerning content coordination and community operations. This is definitely the most important because I see job responsibility number 1, the very first line says global. Responsible for the global community and content operation coordination of the popular overseas games Nikke, including the formation, execution, monitoring, and analysis of overseas official community related strategies to enhance user stickiness to games. Trust me, players that play a lot of Nikke have no issue with their stickiness. Yeah, they get plenty of sticky. They don't need help with that, trust me. Good at planning and leveraging the output of high quality creative content such as activity videos, print, copywriting, etc. Promoting content implementation and monitoring the results, collaborating with game development, operations, brand marketing, and other teams to create topics, community operations, and user operations according to game modes, with community traffic and activity as the goal to help the game to be new, active, and return. Create a UGC, PUGC system that confronts or conforms rather to the characteristics of the two-dimensional IP, and precipitate high-quality content partners. Yeah, I don't know who they're referring to here, but I mean, I know a few people that would potentially be high-quality partners. They're based on user feedback and needs, market data analysis or activities, content, other means, precipitate and maintain core users or maintain product reputation. They also require 1.3 years of experience in community operation or content production. They require you to love ACG. You must have experience in Nikke games as well, fluent in Japanese. So evidently, based off of what we see here, they want to make an open world game. You need to have a year and almost a half worth of experience in the Nikke intellectual property. You need to, or they would prefer you to speak at the very least Japanese, and I'm assuming English, since you're gonna be responsible for the global community. They wanna work with global creators like me, potentially like you. If you're a content creator, they are going to be focusing on an action combat system, which is why every single listing here prioritizes loving action games. They also list anime. What I'm getting from all of this is that the game is going to be open world. It's going to be an anime game. It's going to feature action combat. It's going to release globally, not just in Korea or not just in China, not just in Japan, globally. They want to focus on the Japanese anime aesthetic. They want to focus on Japanese topics. Japan is a very, very integral part of every anime inspired gacha game. It typically makes top 2, sometimes top 3 revenue across every single gacha game. Since they have job listings open right now, that means that they're probably in the very early stages of development, so I wouldn't expect this game to come out this year, next year. But at the same time, I don't know, maybe they've already developed a lot and they're just looking to expand their team. They earned a lot from Stellar Blade. They continue to earn a lot from Nikke, and I'm really excited to see where this game ultimately ends up. This could be big. This could be the biggest upcoming open world gacha game since Genshin Impact. Who knows? Now, if this is of any interest to you, absolutely no problem. I got you covered with 2 different videos on screen right now that might be more up your alley.